Okay, so as expected, the Pacers team was not going to be very good. Steph Curry wound up being the center because there really was just no option. Actually, it may not have been Steph at center, but whoever it was. I mean, I think it was Brandon Roy at center, Darren Williams at power forward, and then something like Pistol Pete at small forward. So you had, I think, Steph at two and Kyrie at one. But as you can see, they got absolutely wrecked. Um, anyway, it just is what it is. Um, yeah, we'll take a look here in just a second at the records before the regular season ends. I just wanted to kind of get a feel before the playoffs start. So here are the standings. We'll just look at the playoff picture. So in the Eastern Conference, the passing team did absolutely terrible. That's actually the one with Magic Johnson and Luka playing the forward and center positions. You've got other teams over here that are not very good. Kevin Durant's on this team. It's escaping me who are on these teams. Here's your starting five. So yeah, a lot of these smaller teams, I did not expect they'd be able to hang. And even in the Sims, that proved to be true. Now, see, that is not necessarily a smaller team, but compared to the other centers they're going against, it's just no comparison. Uh, yeah. So that's this Simmons team, and he was actually getting playing time before I shifted folks. Paul Pierce just can't hang as a center, and here's the opposite. You got a lot of big players. Just there's not enough skill, even with Wemby and Chet. Just not enough skill to hang with teams that have a more well-rounded roster. This is unfortunate. I was hoping this team would do a little bit better than they did, but you know, again, playing down at their forward spots. So let's see. On this side, you got a winning team here that is, yeah, it makes sense that they would be a decent team, but we'll see how they do in the playoffs. Same with the Knicks. Knicks was one of my favorite picks, so we'll see how that checks out as well. Pistons, not good. I guess they never really had a shot, and again, undersized. And I hate it, but it's just kind of the way it fell. I thought that team was going to be a little bit better, but they just didn't really have a quick big man. Even with Nas Reed, it's just not enough as far as a forward. Here's the speed with ball team, Pacers, I was just mentioning, and then Bulls. Um, Bulls. Again, I was kind of surprised they did that bad. Wouldn't have thought it was so drastic, and maybe it's because I didn't officially shift people's position, so I didn't see. Okay, sorry, I'm getting the Trailblazers confused with that. Let's see how bad the Trailblazers are. They're in the hunt, so they're 40 and 40. I got my passing teams mixed up. Yeah, so we'll jump into the playoffs here and see kind of what the deal is. Looks like the Thunder are a good team. And then the Hawks actually wound up that's the stamina teams. You got Wilt and a bunch of other. You got Carmelo playing point guard. Yeah, wow. And they got Shaq over here, and I told you how that would shake out. That's Shaq's at center on that team. Team's decent. Yeah, we will see how this works. This team actually lost to Steph Curry by 3 on the first game. I don't know who hit the shot or anything, but this is an interesting team for them to be so good. I did not expect that. But, some big guys. I guess the Sim respects the size. I thought Davis would actually stay at center here, but they had enough guys there. It wound up being the case. I don't know that I've checked every team here. It looks like mostly the big guys. Size does matter in basketball. So you got Rockets, or an interesting little team. Mark McGuire, you got lots of big teams. Post control. We'll see what happens. This is one of the smaller teams that's actually a dominant team. I mean, they're not small by any stretch, but they don't have a traditional back to the basket center. And LeBron should be getting 6 men of the year. That's insane. For some reason, the computer did not want to start him when I put him to point guard. But he was by far the best choice. But Jason Tatum was a good choice too. He was one of the better guys at pretty much every position. Yeah, so we'll jump in here and see what happens. MVP? I have no clue. Dude, Wilt. Oh, Bill Walton. Wow, as a point guard. So he got 10 assists. Yeah, he's showing his thing, showing his bag. All right, Victor Wembanyama. Makes sense that he'd be Rookie of the Year, running point for the Lakers. And you got 6 men. Wow, what happened, LeBron? That's too bad. And then Scotty as a center got Defensive Player of the Year. That's kind of impressive. He pulled it off with the steals, I guess. That's actually pretty impressive overall with his defensive capability. And they just still didn't do. They just didn't have enough on their end, I guess. Defense or whatever. Overall, most improved. Makes sense. Prominent role, starting role. I don't know. I feel like he probably jumped that much in real life anyway. And then the Jazz out there with Bill Walton running point. So let's see. You got non-playoff team, decent team. They're playing teams here. Here's a. I didn't notice where the Nuggets were. Yeah, check out that. Let's see if they're in the field. Nuggets and the Hornets. You had Kevin Garnett as a shooting guard. Kind of fun. Oh, let's see here. Yeah, normal stat stuffing type deal here. And then we'll just flip over here. Looks like the Hornets are home court advantage with Kevin Garnett, and then the Nuggets are the 8th seed. So we'll see if they can handle the Pelicans are out. And then Michael Jordan did come through over Magic and Luka. Victor then got over on not John Stockton. The passing IQ team was knocked out by the Lakers. So the Knicks just got knocked out. Well, there goes Jokic. Let's see here. All right, so Raptors are still in it. They just get beat by the Lakers, and Heat are in over the Raptors. Okay, so now let's go a little bit at a time through here. Okay, nothing too crazy. We got a 2 down here. Shaq's not able to hang, it looks like. 3. That's just not going to happen. Who's on the Nets? It looks like, okay, there's some skill. Joel, I think, is Joel's the 2 guard with DeMontis being the point. This is the year that Joel would actually have one MVP. So Shaq is out. Let's see here. Jordan's gone. Wow. Well, LeBron should have jumped into that one. Well, no 7. Well, we had a 7 game right here. We got more guard play coming up. So we got 1 guard team. Actually, it's really just a post game. And let's see what's going to happen here. I don't know that either one of these would be what we call marquee matchups. Sports in Game 7. Another. Oh, I'm sorry. 2 6s. Wow, that was quick. 5 games. Let's see what's happening over here. We've got 2 big teams matching up. So we can jump into something. These games are close. This one's kind of close. Iffy. Not very close. It's game 5 anyway. Game 6. This is it. Wow. Not really that great. Bill Walton's the MVP. Bill Walton versus Wilt. There you go. Granted, Carmelo's the one playing against him, so. Yep, no contest. Wow. There you go. There's your answer. Big man with skill. Granted, that's where the league is going to anyway. This is just the load where Chet and Victor are super young rookies.